Good morning. My name is Dana, and this is our WildFlow portion of our superfood support call. The Be Well Oasis is a group of women who gather every Thursday morning to support each other on their own unique body exploration, body wisdom, understanding, and a individual journey of repair, restoration, detoxification, and healing, if you choose to use that word. So I've been thinking this morning about what it really requires for us to move from our thinking into the wisdom of our body. And so I welcome you to start your practice by allowing your eyes to close if that feels comfortable. And notice just in the simple act of closing your eyes, how that asks you where your awareness then goes. So with your eyes closing, then we're much more likely to begin focusing on our internal space. Certainly the thoughts are still present, but it's easier for us to notice the breath. Notice the rising and falling. Notice the expansion and contraction. It encourages this slowing down. It encourages a different awareness. So for some, there's a big leap between the focus of the mind and even moving into the breath. And for others of us, it happens quickly and without notice. We can drop into the body, leave the energetic, vibrational world of the mind and the nervous system, and begin to experience the sensations down in our heart, in our lungs, in our belly. You may even be able to notice joints speaking to you. The breath begins this process, this journey. It can be a bridge. So as you begin to explore how the breath moves through you and what you notice in all body parts, one in particular, it doesn't matter. This is your space, this is your time, this is your flow. Observing your unique flow. Your flow of breath, your flow of thought, fine-tuning your ability to notice where you might be holding tension and contraction, and where you might feel open and relaxed. Tuning into the polarity of all of that. Expansion, contraction. Relaxed or tense. Aligned or misaligned. So I invite you to begin to move with awareness, with slow, intentional understanding, so that in the movement you stay connected to the sensations, connected to the observations, to the connections. Is alignment or being out of alignment doesn't just happen with one experience, although it can. Typically, our alignment adapts over time. How our body has learned to adapt to our movements, our repetition, our consistent movements, our consistent thought. Our tissues, our bones, our organs form around that. And so changing our alignment takes time. It takes awareness. Of how we've formed our tissues. How we've adapted to different beliefs and thoughts in our body. This may be called posture, but posture is dynamic. It's always changing. And so begin to move into those edges where you feel your body saying something to you. It's a response. It's a communication. It's a relationship. It's a partnership. So no one party is in charge or in control. but it's more related to how curious you can be with how your body communicates and how deeply you can listen. So dive right in to those edges of resistance, uniquely moving in your own way, coming from your own intuition from inside, learning how to follow that impulse of what would feel good. Ultimately, those edges that you find, it actually feels good to explore them. They can remind you of your aliveness, of your wildness, of your capacity to feel. If it would be helpful to have a few more prompts, you can start by changing the position of your pelvic bowl, rocking on its edges with your breath and noticing how your back responds, how your hips respond, how your shoulders respond to the simple exploration of noticing that you're sitting in a bowl. And whatever rests within that bowl, you can explore its edges and spill things out all the way around it. Toward the front, toward the back, toward the angles, 360 degrees of them. Your arms can help you explore creatively into these angles, supporting you, creating tension or not. It really strikes me how words like posture and alignment have at least dual meanings. We hold a physical posture that reflects our mental posture. How confident we feel, how connected we feel. And our alignment in that posture may also speak to our alignment in the choices we make, the values we hold. And that alignment is reflected in our posture. So it all can be a beautiful exploration in the container of WildFlow, because all of it is related. There's nothing unrelated. There's no tissue in the body unrelated to a thought. Because each cell carries the vibration of the whole. Just like each of us create the vibration of this container and our family container and our community container. And on some level, the whole of humanity. So never underestimate the power of a creative movement in the space of WildFlow and its relationship to the larger picture of your life. How much more present can you be to sensation? How slowly can you explore what is happening? Have you remained connected to your sacred breath with each angle? Have you remained connected to this even more sacred understanding of the beauty of your body and the partnership that you create with it? The possibilities that it holds. the vast wisdom that it's connected to. Not only holding the key, but being the key. So beginning to notice and bring your wild flow experience to stillness. Coming back to your space. Letting your body know that you heard it, that you saw it, that you're in partnership with it, that you'll return to it. And if you're catching this on the replay, I invite you to take out your journal and spend some time solidifying the connections that you created with your movement, with your awareness, perhaps any questions that came up in my words. And be well.